Holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. With Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge on the sideline. Hey, Dave.
Well, Damian Lillard is not just the best player on the Blazers, he's the team's unquestioned leader. But he said leadership is not all about talking. It's about letting others hold you accountable too. Being coachable and committing to a common purpose. For him, guys, being a leader doesn't mean he puts himself above his teammates.
I like that story, David, and a good attitude. Great job. Thank you so much. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for LeBron.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years.
Pair. Rajon Rondo is out there with Shea. And it's Howard in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Trevor Ariza out there with Anthony, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 down low. Brent, as the season goes on, and here we are about halfway through, are players' roles still evolving?
Not the starters at this point, Kevin. They're pretty much set.
They are what they are.
They are set in their ways, and they're set in the minutes that they're going to be playing. What the coaches are trying to find are unique combinations that might have to be on the floor because circumstances from the other team are dictating so. So which are my lineups that I can have out there that defensively I'm going to shut down great guard play? Which of the lineups do I have to have out there in order for us to have enhanced shooting ability for a stretch of minutes? Which ones are going to speed my team up to put pressure on the opposition? I think that's where it is that coaches are trying to do a little bit of tweaking.
And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. And the foul called on Shea. That's his first foul.
Kind of a ticky-tack foul there, but you have to be aware that's how the refs are going to blow the whistle tonight.
At the elbow, it's Lillard. Davis against Anthony. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Davis.
Yeah, Melo can just go right through any sort of contact down low.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
A lot of people over the past couple of seasons wondering if C.J. McCollum and Damian Lillard would be together. Well, the franchise has made that commitment to them financially. They've kept up great chemistry and great leadership with this team. Have the additions in the offseason been enough to push Portland forward?
Here's Nurkic following the basket by Shea. Three-pointer, Lillard. No good there. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. Ahead. Stops. Pops. And Shea with the basket on the assist by Davis. Shea's got his second basket. And you think about Lillard and McCollum, both 4-year star players in mid-major schools. Brent, they're used to leading the way and being accountable for the outcome.
Well, they also are very cognizant, Kevin, of recognizing what their contributions can do to lift their teammates. Always quick to compliment the guys that do the dirty work. This is one of the most dynamic duos in terms of backcourts that we have in the NBA.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Young with the steal. Inside. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Well, that basket started with the steal from Shea.
Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Three-pointer, Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
And off the schneid here, 1 of 5, but that's a big one.
From deep, Shea. The three-pointer is right on target. Young's got 7.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
McCollum against Young. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Here's Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Well, if you go to Lehigh, of course, you're going to make smart plays. McCollum good at sensing when his man was going to be wide open.
Howard, the pass to Young. Oh, and the dunk by Young.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now, here's Lillard. Coming off a stellar performance against Utah. McCollum outside. Low block shot on the way. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Lakers leading by 7. Here's James. And another basket for the Lakers.
Like seeing LeBron go straight up with that shot. The catch and release almost instantaneous that time.
The pass to Nurkic. Here's Lillard. McCollum outside. Over Young. McCollum no good.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going. We're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Lillard. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Well, powering through on the dribble drive, Lillard has the body control to take that hit and still score the basketball.
Shea passes to James. Puts it up. Kept alive. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on C.J. McCollum. Lakers shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
Well, as good as AD already is, to think that there's still upside to his game, it's really remarkable. Athletic, talented, and continues to work hard to maximize his talents.
Now here's McCollum. He had 19 points in the win against Utah. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
That is some touch right there shown by CJ, anticipating he was going to get bumped, but still had his eyes on the prize, Kevin.
For Los Angeles, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
The first one falls. And both free throws good for Shea.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Unloads from 9. And so the ball out of bounds. McCollum touched it last. And while we have a chance, here are the teams that have swatted away the most shots this season. The Lakers, number 1.
And sometimes a team will get one guy who can block. Other times a guy finds ways to get others involved in blocking. It can be contagious. If he can do it, why not me? Then all of a sudden you look up and you're leading the league in block.
Nurkic with the steal. Lillard surveying the D. Kicks it to Ariza. Shot clock at 6. Back to Lillard. The 3. It's hauled in by Shea. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. 9-point game. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Yeah, let's give a shout out to their defense in that one. The intensity, the shot blocking, just a dominant performance.
Yeah, last game was pretty impressive stuff on that end of the floor, just getting up near shooters and blocking as many shots as they did. Well, Anthony Davis, the #1 overall pick back in 2012, a perennial all-star, 6 of his 7 seasons in New Orleans with the Pelicans, where he averaged over 20 points per game. He is a superstar and one of the more rare birds in the league at his position to be able to do what he does. Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Tipped away. Here's Anthony. He definitely had a good game in their win against the Jazz. Good on the triple. And Brent, you look at the different ways that Davis can affect the game. What stands out to you most?
Well, really his skill level. There's a lot of talk about how much he's grown as a shooter and playing in the half court. But since he's come into the league, Kevin, the skill that I admire most about AD is what he does in transition. For him to get out on the break, run and be a target, and catch the ball at any position on the floor and know what to do with it, that's an amazing thing for a guy his size.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. They're looking for a little bit of redemption in this one after the loss to them here last time.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
Well, let's see if the lesson was learned from that loss. If they come out with the same type of effort, they can expect a similar result here.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Kyle Kuzma comes in for James. And it's Waiters in for Rajon Rondo. And they pick up 2. 8 points for Anthony Davis.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Lillard, the pass to Hazanya. The shot missing. Great D that time from Davis.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Young's shot is off.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Lillard, and that's basket number 4. He's taken 9 shots to this point.
Feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
Shots good from Young.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Lillard with it. He's got 10. Lets it fly. Rebounded by the Lakers.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Offensive rebound. The shot's good from McGee. And the Lakers lead by 16.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Trent. No good on the triple.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
That one goes in. And that's now 19 points for Che.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
Oh, and the dunk by Young.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball, following the bucket by the Lakers. They need this. Little can't hit. Lakers leading by 20. Davis finds Waiters. Young right side over Hazonia. Again, Young missing. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And Los Angeles. Trevor Ariza out there with Anthony. Then there's McCollum. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Trent in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. And Brett, with the corner 3 being such a popular shot, should we consider widening the court, making it all feel the same?
That's an interesting question, Kevin. There's been some talk around the idea of actually dissipating that 3-point line into the sideline.
Yes.
And I really just wanted to say dissipating, by the way.
Well, and you said it well.
The other thing, Kevin, that has been considered, what if we went back to skinnying up the lane line, back to the original George Mikan days of the lane being 6 feet wide rather than what we see today at 12 feet. That would put a ton more value on post-up and 2-point play, almost so much as the 3-point shot and the 2-point shot in the post equate to the same amount of points per possession.
Yeah, and we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Che in the last game against the Clippers delivered quite a performance. He finished with 59 points and got there the usual way, an impressive barrage of 3-pointers. He put up numbers that really jumped out in the box score. A very solid performance. Kevin will see what he's got in his arsenal tonight.
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight. It wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet. Now that looked easy. 2 of the easier points for LeBron James in this ball game.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Nurkic with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Deep two from Anthony. Rebounded by Howard.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Now here's Ariza. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. Nurkic kicks to McCollum. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. The Lakers have gone 6 of 11 from the floor, over 50% shooting here in the second quarter.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Now here's Ariza. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Rondo against McCollum. Drills the baseline jumper. McCollum's got 8.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Young finds Howard. Davis has the open look. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Portland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
They get it again. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Simons is checked in. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's McCollum. That shot off the mark. And it's the Lakers the other way. Young drives in, and James throws it down.
There's something about it. The game feels like it's slowing down out there for Che, who's seeing the whole court.
Passes it to Nurkic. McCollum against Rondo. And it's sent back by Howard.
Well, that's where he is just forced such a great internal clock in terms of his timing to go up and block those shots, Kevin.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
For Los Angeles, they have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. Maurice checked in for Rajon Rondo.
Rare to see a 4-year college player out on an NBA floor, but I think that helped Che develop on the floor and off. Well, 2 seasons ago, the Blazers were swept in the first round, and something in the scarring of that kind of outcome has stayed with them, both Terry Stotts and their starting backcourt, to kind of fuel their fire to make the type of strides that they have in the past couple seasons.
Shot clock at 5. Here's McCollum. Anthony trying to get open.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Young for 3. Ariza with the rebound. Ariza's got his 4th rebound in this one. James. They get it back. Here's Davis. The stupendous finish in traffic. Davis has got 15.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
And Brent, for the Blazers, the continuity has been part of what's made them so good, and that includes keeping Terry Stotts as their head coach.
Yeah, it's interesting to think about Terry Stotts being the 4th longest tenured coach in the league. This will be year 8 for him in the Pacific Northwest. But this group is very tight. They've got great chemistry. They run a very unique offensive system. And there's definite buy-in here in Portland behind Terry Stotts.
Here's McCollum following the basket by Che. Pass to Anthony. And Davis sends it back.
Phenomenal defense by Anthony Davis to spike that shot back. He'd make a heck of a volleyball player.
So it's Portland now. McCollum passes to Ariza. And almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And it's easy to see why a team would want Ariza on their roster. Makes the right decisions, mentors young players, and is well respected throughout the league.
Brent, offensive versatility, all the rage now. Which guards do you think do the best job of generating offense with their back to the basket?
I don't know so much as these guys are playing with their back to the basket, Kevin, so much as they're finding ways to get the ball without a dribble at about 15 feet away from the basket. So one dribble, they're at the rim.
Right.
They're very effective at the mid-range. Chris Paul and DeMar DeRozan have had tremendous efficiency from those areas on the floor. So those are the kind of players that put some pressure on your defense because they're starting their offense so close to the basket, and they're effective with which they do it. Not on the post, not on the perimeter, and they're finding ways to be impactful.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Collins comes in for Carmelo Anthony, and Lillard subbed in for Anfernee Simons.
You wonder, with Nurkic last year getting hurt, just how much further the Blazers could have gone. Again, carried by C.J. McCollum and Damian Lillard, their unbelievable dynamic duo at the guard position, but the defensive anchor all year long had been Nurkic.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Little's checked in. LeBron is doubled. Young taking his time here. His three-pointers off the mark. And with their high-powered backcourt, Brent, Nurkic providing the Blazers with that sorely needed paint presence. He is a big body.
Big body who sets screens and frees up a bunch of room for those guards that you mentioned, Kevin. But the interesting thing is about all the dirty work that Nurkic can do down low for this basketball team, picking up 10, 12 points in the painted area and putting a lot of pressure on the defense.
Hezonja, he's checked in for Nurkic. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Dion Waiters checked in for LeBron. McCollum against Young. Here's Davis, and finished off by Davis.
I like it when AD starts to step on the gas pedal offensively. He starts to feel like nobody can stop him, and he very well might be right.
Now here's Lillard. 12 points for him. McCollum outside. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Los Angeles has gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. And it's Davis finishing it off.
And when AD takes off from the ground for alley-oops like this one, it really demoralizes the opponent.
Now here's McCollum. He's got 10. Hezonja finds McCollum. 17-foot shot on the way. The Lakers shooting impressively throughout at 62%. Young drives in, and it's slammed in by Young.
Jay showing a little bit of a mean streak right now to his game. Thinking dunk, getting dunked.
Lillard against Waiters. And that one's good. Lillard's got 14 points for the game.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
And they double up Jay. Davis goes back up. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Intelligent play there by Davis. He knows he has the defense on their heels as soon as he gets the ball that close to the rim.
The Lakers have been at... Here's Davis, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Damian Lillard.
Just awesome aggressiveness by Davis there to force the issue on that shot.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good.
Yeah, I think the scouting report says you got to chase him off the three-point line. Not a good job defensively there, but a great job by Lillard to knock it down.
It's been all about Shea for the Los Angeles Lakers. He's been a major threat from three-point range. Got 2 of them to fall in that quarter. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot. LeBron, are you getting the ball where you want to get it, and is that helping you score?
I'm very pleased with my individual performance right now, but not so pleased with how I'm trying to help our teammates. I got to do a better job of trying to get our teammates in the flow, as well as keep myself in a good groove too. So hopefully I can do a better job of that in the second half.
We'll see how it goes. Thanks, LeBron. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Well, you look at Shea in this game, he has been everywhere.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
Yeah, almost inviting contact, that attack mentality on full display.
Taking a look at Los Angeles, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Young is out there with Rajon Rondo, and it's Howard in at the center, locking down the middle. He's off on that one. Great D that time from Nurkic. Young against McCollum. And Davis sends it back, and he's able to get it back. Young against McCollum. And the dunk by LeBron.
LeBron not messing around. That time in the paint, close to the rim, smelling blood.
Pass to Nurkic. McCollum outside. Looking to get it going. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Howard's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
So far, Kevin, the third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
McCollum outside. The Trailblazers rebound. And that one's good, Anthony.
I feel like Melo has always been a guy who doesn't mind hanging around down low, knocking guys around a little bit, and getting great second chance opportunities.
Wasted no time on that one. Shea's got 41.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Ariza outside. LeBron with the block.
Wow, LeBron throwing that one away hard. There's a message behind that block.
And it's good, 2 points. 43 points for Shea.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Anthony on the wing. Nurkic kicks to Ariza. 5 on the clock. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on it.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. And last season, a rare 5-by-5 game achieved by Jusuf Nurkic. 24 points, 23 rebounds, 7 assists, 5 steals, Greg, and 5 blocks in a game against the Kings.
And how about the only player ever to log a 20, 25, and 5 game, the Bosnian Beast, making a name for himself.
And it's Ariza with the ball for Portland. McCollum outside. And the pass to Ariza. Now Lillard. to the paint. It's tipped. Looking for Anthony and gets it there. LeBron with it. Now Anthony defending from downtown. James, no good.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Lillard against Howard. Nurkic kicks to Ariza. Back to Nurkic. 6 to shoot from the baseline. Nice jump shot. Good. Nurkic has got 7 points.
And Nurkic testing his luck from the mid-range.
Down low, here's Young. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Rondo's got his 8th assist here tonight.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Lillard fires away from way outside. The long distance 3 is buried. Lillard's got 20.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
And stolen by Che. Lays it in off the breakaway. Young's got 47 points.
Defense, for me, just hasn't made the commitment to sprint back in transition, and that's why you see such a huge differential in fast break points.
And that mid-range jump shot discouraged for many players, but not for C.J. McCollum.
I love the way that C.J. can just wind his way to spots on the floor and speeds up when he wants to, not when the defense is asking him to.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Trent's checked in. Morris is checked in for Los Angeles.
Nurkic, another talented player from Europe, playing in Croatia before coming over to the NBA, and the international game continues to make an impact on how it's played here.
Little, he's checked in for Portland. Young passes to Davis. Back to Che. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Che's got 49 points in the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Anthony's shot is off.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively. Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
For Portland, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Back to Lillard. The wide open shot by Little. Portland no good that time either. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Here's Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
Terrific flush from Anthony Davis there. When he's given room to fly like that, he's going to take off.
Portland's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Young against Lillard. Looking to end the run. Basket counts. Lillard's got 22.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Che passes to Davis. Back to Young. Lakers passing it around. Morris kicks to Che. Passes it to Rondo. Back to Che. Beyond the arc. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Pass to Little. Here's Trent, covered by Che. Here's Trent. He's guarded by Davis. Here's Nurkic. That's tipped. Los Angeles has gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That will be foul number 5 on him.
It's been this way since half.
Nurkic dishes to Ariza. McCollum against Bradley. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. The league's long-distance Bombers are setting their sights on the three-point contest this season. Here are some of the early favorites to make up the field.
And I love the way the voting is shaping up, Kevin. We'll have an excellent contest if these are the shooters who are firing away on All-Star Weekend.
And you look at Lillard. He's got a place in the three-point contest within his reach. I hope he makes it because I know how much this would mean to him to be a part of the event.
I mean, that's a good call, Kevin. He's the type of player that can really deliver on a stage like that. He'll be very dangerous if he ultimately gets in.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase this year. Some incredible shooters, that's for certain. We'll keep you updated as we find out more.
Yeah, and I think we're in for a real treat. I think the increased importance of the three-point shot in today's game has really shined a light on the talent, precision, and really the wow factor of how these guys can drill the long ball.
They've got McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Anthony. Then it's Trevor Ariza. And it's Trent in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Here's Young. And good. He hits it again. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
And stolen by Che. And another one falls. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Pass to Morris, outside Bradley. And here is Davis. To the inside, here's Young. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. To the left wing, to the paint. Shot's good by Anthony.
Melo buries these kind of shots all the time. It seems like there's not a difficult shot in Melo's handbook.
To the middle, here's Che, and the dunk by Che.
Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. The pass to Anthony. Brent, a few players now host podcasts, participate with those elements, with those vehicles during the season. Any thoughts on that?
I think it's great. I think it's fantastic for our fan base and for our players to have an outlet, to have conversations and share a little bit more about their personality. It grows them as people, I think, Kevin, especially I've listened to J.J. Redick's many times over,
yes.
And you learn something new, not only about players, but about their interests and how they're spending time. And I think if you were a young player, let's say you were a high school senior and you're a college player and you're listening to some of the things that guys are talking about in their experiences, I think it's invaluable for what it is that you don't know exists around a player in the NBA, and for you to start having considerations about how difficult the task is, how mentally taxing. So these things are great outlets for the players.
Here's Trent. He kicks it to Anthony. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Melo can play big down there in the paint, so using his size that time to draw the contact.
Both free throws good from Anthony. Here's Bradley. Young from outside. Swanigan pulls it in. The Trailblazers have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And the foul called on Che. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that's number 4. Definitely something to keep track of as we move forward.
Little, he's checked in for Portland. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Kuzma's checked in, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. It's going to be on Che. Last year, the average salary for a starting point guard, Brent, in the NBA, was the highest among all positions. Why would that be?
Well, with the way the game has changed, Kevin, there's certainly an emphasis on being able to find guys who are initiating offense, scoring the basketball, shooting three-pointers, and you're seeing a big shift in salaries between point guards and bigs. That's where the biggest disparity is. Centers in the league are getting less and less of an opportunity to have the extended big money contracts because the game has moved to the perimeter, and if you're a big that cannot play on the perimeter, there's not a lot of teams that are willing to invest a significant amount of their cap space into the center position. They want guards and wings who can play out there and do the damage from there.
From past the arc, And what an avalanche! 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless.
Pass to Simons. Down low. Here's Gabriel. Just 5 on the clock. And good that time. Gabriel's got his first bucket in this one. And for the Lakers, they're shooting it well here in the fourth quarter at 50%. And here's Che outside. That one, no good. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Here's Gabriel. Covered by Che. Basket, good.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
And they double up Che. Morris finds Bradley. Inside. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Che. And it's 7 points for Markieff Morris.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another, Greg.
A nice shot by Simons.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
And so it's Young who brings it up for the Lakers. And they double up Che, and there's another one for the Lakers.
Moves like that, Kevin, come from practice. Che's become a gym rat. He wasn't always like that.
Bradley against Adams. And how often do players argue calls knowing that they are in the wrong? They know they're going after something that was the correct call.
Let's just say often, Kevin. I mean, you just never, the whistle.
Are they thinking ahead in terms of saying?
I don't think
No,
so.
no.
It's emotional. It's just an emotional reaction. I mean,
Yeah.
you're out there running around and doing what you do, and you get a whistle, you're going to react to it like, oh, I did something wrong. Why am I in the principal's office right now? I want to get my side out. I know you saw it. Everybody does
That
it.
sounds like you may have done a lot of that.
I try to avoid that, Kevin. Quite
did
frankly.
you? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't think it's healthy for you and your reputation.
Azania, he's checked in for Little.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Los Angeles.
Their shot blocking turned out to give them a big advantage in this game.
Yeah, excellent defense around the rim there, Kevin. That they were disciplined and focused.
And so checking out their record tonight, that'll mark win number 32 overall.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Che.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
Adams, the pass to Swanigan. Adams outside. No good on the 3. Lakers shooting impressively throughout at 62%. Che, no good. Portland's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Adams. Kuzma with the defensive effort.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Good, he hits again.
He has been simply unstoppable.
And he's now 3rd all-time for points in a game. 1 for the ages.
He surpassed Wilt Chamberlain's less famous scoring mark from 1961, and Kobe Bryant now in his sights.
Over to the wing. And the foul called on Che. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
And guys, at this point, just a side note, they've got this one sewn up. He's probably headed to the bench one way or the other.
Here's Simons. Here's...
Los Angeles. Danny 2 shots.
No good on the free throw.
And such an important contributor to his team's success over the years. It's amazing that Green was a 2nd-round pick and coming out of a big school at that.
And he's good on the second. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Time now to catch up with our special post-game guest.
Hey, Kenny here. You were incredible. Season high in points, validating everyone who insisted you could make it into the NBA, even after the questions that were raised heading into the draft.
I appreciate it, Kenny, man. Yeah, I don't know. I have a hard time comparing games because each one's different. Different opponent, different strategy going in. I did feel good tonight, though, man. And credit to my teammates for hitting me on the ball when I could do something with it, you know? Without their efforts, I wouldn't be standing here talking to you now, Kenny.
And that's going to do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. For the Jet, for the Diesel, for Kevin Harlan, and for the entire 2K Sports crew. The entire 2K Sports crew.
That's everyone.
Ernie Johnson. Have a wonderful evening.
New career high in threes for you tonight, Che. How long before you break this new mark?
I don't think about it like that. To me, process is more important than results. So as long as I'm taking smart shots, I'm happy, V.
Sounds good. Thanks for your time, Che.
All good, bro.
Yeah, thank you. Ready?
So, new rotation.
Sorry to bug you, Che. Do you have a quick minute to answer another question?
For you, Patty, yeah.
I got Che here. Great. Really impressive game tonight, Che. But I'm wondering, was it a point of emphasis to get you the ball?
Not really a point of emphasis. We just ran our offense, and it turned out I got a lot of great shots. Lots of credit goes out to coach for drawing up those plays, and more credit to my teammates for executing those plays.
Great answers, Che. I'm all set.
Thanks, Patty. I'll see you next time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ted, you the man.
You too, bro.
So, Levi told you we want to give you your own custom colorway.
Mm-hmm.
Here's how it works. These are your 4 options.
Well, they look pretty plain to me.
Yeah, these are the blank ones. Now, we're going to let you pick whichever silhouette you want, then you get to pick your own color, and you even get to name it.
What? Like Susan or Betty?
We're trying to sell these things, Che, not develop a meaningful relationship with
Right, right. You know, I was thinking of Cobra Strike.
Guys, I was just playing about the name thing. Like, I'm sure you're just playing about Cobra Strike, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just playing.
Why don't we just get started with these, and then we'll get to the naming later.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look.
You guys ready to hammer out this deal?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Here's what they're starting with. Fantastic. Looking forward to a long and healthy relationship.
Me too, man.
Thanks, Che.
You're welcome. See y'all later, all right?
All right.